on your feet, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the microphone, Bishop Wayne Malcolm. Give him a hand.
I want to start by saying that the patriarchs of Israel, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they understood something that we are just beginning to understand in our day. They understood that the purposes, the promises, and the plans of God are simply too big to squeeze into any one person's lifetime. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob understood that the promises of God are too big to squeeze into any one person's lifetime. And so, when God made them a promise or revealed his purpose or his plan, they fully expected that promise to be fulfilled in their children and in their children's children. For example, God promised Abraham that in his seed all the families of the earth would be blessed. Abraham understood that that seed was Jesus Christ. And how do I know this? I know this because Jesus said to the Pharisees, "Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day. He saw it and was glad." Which means that Abraham was able to look 42 generations down through time and see Jesus, his seed, fulfilling the promises that God made to him. He saw it and was glad means that he experienced the sensations of satisfaction. The patriarchs understood this. That is why they had generational vision. We are just beginning to understand this today, which is why so many of us only have a vision for our lifetime. We only have a vision for ourselves. We have a vision for what we want, what God has promised, what we can achieve. But the patriarchs had vision for generations. You see, the purposes of God are established in the earth through a principle called, I call it, inheritance and legacy. Everybody say inheritance and legacy. Your inheritance is what you get, but your legacy is what you give. Your inheritance was purchased for you, but your legacy is purchased by you. Your inheritance is the legacy of the previous generation. And your legacy will be the inheritance of the next generation. Woo! So that is why in the church, right here, and in every church, there are 3 levels of spiritual maturity. Oh yes. Right here, right now, everyone is sitting on one of 3 levels of spiritual maturity. Right here, right now. And John lists them as follows. Little children is level 1. Young men is level 2. Fathers are level 3. This is not biology. This is maturity. When he addresses little children, he is not addressing the Sunday school. When he addresses young men, he's not addressing the youth department. When he addresses the fathers, he is not addressing the senior citizens. He is addressing 3 levels of spiritual maturity that are in every church. At every church, there are little children, there are young men, and there are fathers. And he speaks to those levels. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, what level are you on right now? Little children. Woo. We all start there. We all start there. I started there. In fact, you cannot receive the kingdom unless you first become childlike. You must be born again. And as newborn babes, you desire the sincere milk of the word that you may grow thereby. We start off as children. And it's a beautiful stage in your life as a Christian. Is that right? Because you get a lot of attention. And everyone's doing things for you. And even God is just doing things for you. He's carrying you. He's comforting you. He's helping you. And all you have to do is cry. And so babies are known for their crying.